What is going on YouTube? Sync these here, bringing you a new video and the gameplay in the background. Basically, some of the highlights I got throughout Weekend League this past weekend. Something I think I'm gonna start to do. See how you guys like it and whatnot. But I wanted to basically talk about this video. Basically what I've been observing while playing Weekend League and how matchmaking is flawed. The game mode is competitive, but we play on all pro. um, you know, constantly coming up against, these god squads, and your team doesn't even equate to the other team, and it's hindering actually like people's getting good rewards to actually make their team better, to basically see what skill they actually can accomplish. But I bring that up because a lot of the times, it's head to head, weekend league, all these other things. The matchmaking is crazy. I like my first 6 games in weekend league, and this it's pretty much everyone in weekend league. We always play maybe a 88 overall squad or less, at least twice between those first 6 games. The first 6 games are always the easiest, but why is that? Like, it makes no sense. EA needs to add a matchmaking system where you're playing your overall team or or someone of your skill level, if that makes sense. I'm tired of playing these 96 overall squads in my ninth and 10th game when I could be going 13 and 0 and I just lose to a bunch of idiots. Like, it's getting annoying, especially when my defense or offense isn't performing. And yeah, I know I have some, lower rated cards on my squad because I'm not being the average YouTuber. I'm doing my own thing. I'm making my team how I want it because it's my ultimate team and things of that nature. But at the same time, I have a 97 overall Bruce Smith with 98 odd stats, and the card isn't performing against this low overall player. He should be insta shedding, getting those aggressive pass rush moves every play as a finesse specialist. Like, it just should happen. He has edge strat, he has pass rush specialist. He should be annihilating my opponent in a double team, in a single team. If he comes up against a single team, if he comes up against a tight end, he should just be winning those matchups every time, and I don't see that happening. Now, over over like time Saturday going into Sunday, once Randy Moss and his ability was released, EA basically gave some people 80 yards off the rip. If you know, scum kick your opponent where he's between the 30 and 25 and 30 yard line, and they just had the Moss ability activated, it didn't matter if you were double teaming, triple teaming Moss, he was going to catch that ball. And it happened to me multiple times where I was just like, EA spotted my opponent 3 or 7 points if I was able to stop my opponent, right? And it became annoying. I out of all the weekend league games I played about 20 something odd games. I stopped Randy Moss' ability one time, and he was double teamed when I stopped him. The other times he was double teamed, triple teamed, he caught it, and it didn't make sense to me. It went away obviously, but it just didn't make sense to me. And then let's say you do stop Moss, now you have to go against Freight Train every for the rest of the game and try to stop him. At this point it gets annoying because it's not competitive in a sense. It's not competitive at all. Put the game mode, in my opinion, put weekend league, put head to head on all Madden. It's supposed to be competitive. There's random generated slider, this all pro BS. Put it on all Madden because that's what we grew up on. That's what the younger generation should grow up on playing. That's just what Madden should be. All Madden or nothing. If you want to play arcade, that can be any difficulty you want it to be. But competitive should absolutely be on all Madden. Have you ever played on all Madden? You don't get 12 seconds in the pocket. I don't care how good your O line is. You don't get 7 seconds in the pocket. I don't care how good your O line is. If you have an ability on your O line, you get at least on a good day, at least 4 seconds in the pocket on all Madden. It's just the way the game, like it's just the way all Madden plays. Now, I would like to see because the game is changing. The game is changing every time these cars get upgraded. The game is changing. If you played the game since August up till now, the game has changed completely with updates, ability, etc., etc. So for me, I think they need to bring back either everybody has abilities or nobody has abilities at all. Because if you play Madden 18, that was the first Madden I really got into Ultimate Team, to be honest. Everyone had a secure tackler ability on their defense. So if you were running the ball, even though it was OP, not running the ball, but if you had secure tackler and you put your tackling on aggressive, you was making a tackle. You was basically getting hit sticks every single time. Yes, that's OP, but you were able to stop the run. Compared to this year's Madden, you only have two or three players that have that ability trying to stop the run. And some of the time, you're not getting off the block. You're not even getting the tackle. In 19, you were able to put these abilities, certain abilities, on players. The run was subtle, but the only thing that made the run OP, I should say, is you had to have run stick. You just had to have run stick. You had to have run skill. Simple as that. But you were able to put abilities on your players. I think Madden is trending in a direction where X factors are game changing, which they should be, but at the same time they shouldn't be game changing to the point where you can't do anything about it because it takes away from the skill of the game. And to be honest, either they're going to take away abilities or or we're just going to be having a three ability type game because if you notice abilities have been dwindling since 18, 19, and now we're in the 20. Abilities are dwindling, but the game is getting ratchet and in a sense it's ratcheted up as far as what certain players can do. And I don't know what you have to do to stop it because Freight Train 100, Freight Train in general, but Freight Train 100, Jukebox, all these abilities are absolutely hard to stop. And yeah, to a certain extent, players who have this ability, they do feel different. They do they supposed to do they are elite, but you're not going to act like my 98 overall or 97 overall isn't elite as well just because he doesn't have abilities on the squad. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I feel Madden should go to competitive Madden should be on all Madden regardless. It just has to be because stopping is no run defense in the game. First of all, you might be able to stop one run, you might be able to stop two runs, but that third one, is going to break loose. Trust and believe. If you play a runner enough, something's going to break loose. The stretch, the dive, the pitch, the toss, it doesn't matter. It's going to break loose. It's no way of stopping this. But that's how I feel about the game at the moment. It's changing. You have to adjust, and I'm gonna get into adjusting. You know, because I like football. I love football. It is what it is. Football is my favorite sport. Um, and you just gotta adjust with the game, man. And it's coming to a point where everybody will eventually have the same, same team or same overall team as the Zero Chill promo continues and things like that. But right now, these guys with this 96 overall squad with where you can't block shed, or these 96 overall 98 overall Randy Mosses with no defenders that can keep up with him or hit him to knock the ball out. It's getting, it gotta go. It's gotta go, man. But that's pretty much how I feel. You guys let me know in the comment section, how does this game, has the game changed enough for you to feel the same as I do? Do you feel like um the game should be on all Madden like I do? Because some of you guys either feel the same way or you don't, but some of you guys have been playing Madden at your boy's house, going up to your uncle house over the weekend, your cousin house, things like that. And it was no way in hell somebody was putting the game on all pro. It was no way. It was all Madden or nothing. You were always going to play the game on all Madden. So let me know in the comment section. Do you think the game should be on all Madden on competitive modes? Do you think abilities should be taken out the game? It should be a ability less game, or should abilities be catered to every player, but X factor should make the difference? Let me know. Um, Also, the promo or the promos in this game, the content has been great. Content has been great. Gameplay has been a little lackluster, but all in all, how are you guys enjoying the game? Like, besides the abilities and making changes to certain players and things like that, how have y'all enjoyed the game itself? Let me know, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant I got, or rant I had. Um, like the video if you haven't already. Comment down in the comment section, like I said before. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, man, remember to be great. I'm out.